So, who is a weak man? This is one of the most asked questions ever since I started this show called the 33 Men's Voice podcast, especially on TikTok. I am asked this question by weak men themselves, and I'm asked this question by advocates of feminism, and I've asked this question about feminist women and feminist men, mostly on TikTok, day in, day out. Who is a weak man? And as you saw yesterday's video, I spoke about a new relationship scam where weak men are the victims. And today, we're going to go deeper into who a weak man is. How do you identify them? If I'm a weak man, how do I know I'm a weak man? And how do I get out of that? How do I become, quote unquote, a strong man? Well, to be a strong man in a sense of relationships, dynamics, leadership, and all of that, it's not this. It's not macho. It is here. And that is what we are going to go deeper into this time around. Yes. So as you can see on your screen, who is a weak man? Let me make it bigger. Okay. So, number one, a weak man or weak men do not have principles. Okay? What does it mean when we say weak men do not have principles? Yes, they do not have principles. So it means that they let everything slide, everything go. They leave everything go kind of lifestyle. Everything must be allowed to go. That is a weak man for you. So you may ask, what kind of principle are you talking about? Okay. I'm going to give simple principle, stance. Principle can be a stand. There are some people, they do not have any stand in any situation. Yesterday, I met one on TikTok. When I went live on TikTok in the evening, I met one. You ask him, you are a military commander. You are going for war front. And you have men and women, military men. Which of them would you take to the war front on any day? And come and see. This became a banter. He's always trying to be in the middle. And I hope you are getting there. You are getting to know who a weak man really is. Weak men always want to be in the middle. And who do you see always trying to be in the middle? Women. And for them, it is their nature. So in other words, a weak man is actually also a woman to a large extent. But let's tackle what is on the screen. Weak men do not have principles. Okay? So for example, I'm a weak man. I do not like women in artificial hair. I do not like my women in long nails. I do not like my women painting their lips. I do not like my women going for artificial bath, BBL, and all of that. Naturally, I hate those things. But the moment I meet a woman, all of a sudden, it's either they are all beautiful and nice, or, oh, me, I don't have problem with it. If it is cool for you, I don't have problem with it. That's one cardinal sign of a weak man. We don't stand for anything. Everything goes. Or if it is cool with you, then I'm okay. If you're okay with it, I'm okay. I don't have any problem. But we have problems. They have issues with it. but they don't want to be in the bad books of other people. They always want to be in the good books of other people. That is a sign and a trait of a weak man. And they'll have no personal view on certain things. Anytime a weak man will have a view on something, they watch around. So another trait of a weak man is that they always look at their shoulders. They look at who is coming, who will say something. They always wait until something is being spoken so well about, and then they go to that side. Another trait from what we are talking about right now is that they do not have a voice of their own. And they operate on group mentality. They operate on group mentality. They don't want to be the only one having that idea. Because if I have that idea and a lot of people come attacking it, what would I do? That's a weak man for you. So they don't have any principle. They don't have anything that they hate. Everything is cool as long as the other people are cool with it. But no, that is not how a man you are born to behave or live. You are born to check the moral code of the society. You are born to check the moral standards of the society. And how can you dare challenge the moral code of the society when you only have a say about something when the majority support it? And in Ghana politics, my newest politician or person that I want to vote for in 2024 is Cheddar, Freedom Jacob Caesar. But his stance on LGBT does not make sense. That's it. Anyway, guys, if you have watched up to this point, then I salute you. Then if you have not subscribed, do where to subscribe. Click the notification button so that anytime we upload new videos like this, you'll be able to see it, and share the video if you like it, and then give us your comment. Your comments are very, very important to us. So let's move on. Let's move on. Still on the fact that weak men do not have principles. You either have to stand for something or you fall for something. And always you see weak men at the end of the day falling for something. Because anytime the people who supported that idea shift their stand, they have to also shift or they fall. Okay? So a weak man, in summary, I would say they do not have balls. They do not have balls of their own. They are always afraid to death. Okay, let's move on to the next point about how to identify a weak man. Okay, let me zoom it a little bit. Okay, forgive me. Okay, so let me project it. They want everyone to accept them. So you see how it links into the first one. Weak men want everyone to accept them, aka they always want to be politically correct. Okay, and mind you, I'm doing this for my brothers so that our relationship life become better and sweeter for us. Because if you are a man and you want everyone to accept you, aka a weak man, what happens is that you end up accepting things that you do not like. When you are alone, you hate it. When you are alone, you see everything wrong with that thing. But when you meet a woman believing in that thing, all of a sudden you also believe in it. All of a sudden you also believe in that bullshit. But when you are alone, you do not. When you are alone, you do not believe in that thing. But because you want to be accepted by all, you want to be accepted by everyone around you, you don't want to offend people. That's another word. Weak men don't want to offend anyone. Mind you, I'm not saying that you should go about offending people unnecessarily. But as a straight, strong man, okay, it doesn't matter who is getting hurt. If what you believe in, what you stand for, you know that it is correct, and especially if it helps to keep the societal good norms and values and principles and morals, then don't be ashamed of it. Stand for it. Let whoever want to hate you, hate you. And let me tell you, brothers, the more women, good women who want good relationship for themselves and their children, the more they realize that you have something to stand for, the more attractive you become to them. The more they realize that because of them, you change your stance every now and then, the more they don't take you serious. They may be around you. They may be around you only for your money at a time. But when they want to settle with a man to have a family with, I'm talking about a good man who come from a good family that have morals, they won't pick you. Most of them will not even start a relationship with you to start with. If you don't have a value, if you don't have something you stand for. You can't be liked by anyone. That is the trait of a weak man. They want to be liked by everyone who is passing by. And that is bad. That is dangerous for your relationship life. It's not healthy for your relationship life. Okay? So let's go to the third means or ways of knowing a weak man. Okay? The third point is this. Weak men, they believe in egalitarianism. Weak men believe in egalitarianism. What is egalitarianism? The idea that all human beings are the same. Men and women are the same, especially men and women. Let's not use human beings, but the idea that men and women are the same and that must and should be treated equally. Okay? So you see, it's the same thing, but I'm using different terminologies to make it sink into you. Okay? Weak men believe in egalitarianism, that one day we'll wake up and men and women will be the same. Men will enjoy the same thing women are enjoying, and women will enjoy the same thing men are enjoying. And even when they get to know that that thing is not attainable, and they have scientifically find out that it is not attainable, they are afraid to speak it. They are afraid to speak it. And what is the characteristics of people who believe in egalitarianism, and which people, group of people, really believe in it a lot and practice it? Women. And that is why a lot of it is dangerous to make a weak man a leader of anything. Because to be a good, successful leader, you have to be someone who follow and understand the need to follow rules and regulations. And mostly in egalitarian society, societal morals are thrown into the windows. And women do not do well in following rules and regulations and instructions. So at any point in time, women will want to be rebellious against rules and instructions. Because leave them alone, they will want to go against anything that makes them, that says that do this, you can do this. Okay, that's egalitarian ideas or society for you. Okay, so weak men believe in this, and because of that, they mostly find it difficult following rules and regulations and instructions in particular. So let me break it this one. One of the rules is that for a man to have access to a woman's sexuality, you have to work hard. So they can take care of yourself, take care of them and the children. Okay? Left with the weak man alone, today, this is how the weak men behave. The weak men pray that they find a woman that has money that can take care of them. That is the stand at which egalitarian mindset goes to. That if we believe that the men and women can be the same, then if in the past men were taking care of women, then now women should be able to take care of women too. That's the kind of mindset they have. A weak man. So whenever they go into any social forum in the public, online, and a woman has misbehaved and you want to correct them, they are the first to come at you. But you ask yourself, why would they do all these things, go through all this humiliation to be weak men or to exist? They do this to seek female approval. So the biggest name they are called these days is simp. S-I-M-P. Simp. Okay? They believe in egalitarian worldview that no one should be above the other. It doesn't happen, can never happen, not even in the animal kingdom. Okay? So if you have this trait that I've mentioned so far and you think it's not helping, do the opposite. Stand for something. Don't pray that everyone likes you, because nobody will like you all the time. People will have issues with you. Okay? People will definitely have issues with you. And it's okay. It's okay for people to have issues with you. And there will never be a time when men and women will be the same. There will never be a time. Our differences is there for a reason. Our differences, it is there for a reason. So, brothers, let's wake up. It's not easy to be a man. Yes. But the man who has embraced what makes him a man lives a happier and a joyous, fulfilled life. The man who seeks to live a life like a woman is always crying, complaining, living a sorrowful life. Now, the next point, I think the fourth one, they see telling the truth as judging others. So in short, weak men don't want to be in trouble, but these activities that we are mentioning, bros, get them into trouble all the time. It gets them disgrace when they least expected it. Okay? It gets weak men disgrace when they least expected the disgrace coming. So you hear them, me, I don't want to say anything that will sound like I'm judging. Stop judging others. Me, I don't judge others. I'm always in the middle. Bro, there's no middle ground in all things. There's only a few things that there can be a middle ground. But if you're a man and you find yourself always wanting to be in the middle, why? Because if you are not in the middle, maybe some people will find what you say, what you do, what you believe in offensive. So they are the ones that practice who never fuck up, hands in the air. Yes, they are the one that preaches those things. Who never F up, hands in the air. We are all not perfect. That is another balance of weak men. Another vocabulary of weak men. We are all not perfect. We are all not perfect. Please stop judging others. Allow people to be them. That's their language. Who are you to judge? I'm not judging. I'm telling you, this is what the society has come together and says that this thing will destroy us. This thing will bring us down. This thing is tearing down our moral fabric. And it's because for a time, a lot of people have been afraid to call a spade a spade. So majority of us grew up seeing that culture, and we want that status quo to remain. So we don't want to hurt anyone. We don't want to judge anyone. We don't want to be seen as judges. All in the hope that women will see us as good men and love us and give us relationship. But bro, no, it doesn't happen. This is the biggest of all the things weak men do. And it is bad. If you know you are guilty of it, please stop. They support women in their low self-esteem activities. Not all women have low self-esteem, but majority of them have low self-esteem, and a weak man will support a woman with low self-esteem. Wow. Why is he the one supporting it? He has the same problem. So somebody will be like, DJ, what are you talking about? What kind of low self-esteem activity are you talking about? A woman that hates her lips, want to go and do plastic surgery to change her lips. A weak man will say, it's okay, you can go out, you can go for it once it makes you happy. A woman that loves to waste money on artificial hair, wigs, a weak man will say, oh, we can go for it as long as it makes you happy. Okay? A weak man will sponsor and give money for a woman to go and change her butt. Why? If it makes you happy. I've done it before, where I had certain things that I totally dislike in my private. But when it got to when it is a woman's preference, at a point, I gave in. I thought it was called love. No, it's not called love. It's you being weak. So today, many of us men complain. The women of today are that. The women of today are this. The women of today have done this and all of that. But what we refuse to acknowledge is that a lot of us, because we were raised by these feminist mothers, and we grew up watching these feminist movies, books, and all of that, we grew up pandering to this woman's desires, which destroy society. So we were part of the process. But today I'm here to tell you, brothers, if a woman have low self-esteem, tell her to deal with the root cause of the problem, not the symptoms. And what makes it worse is when this man will actually contribute money towards this low self-esteem activities. So if this woman is ashamed of her nails, this man will contribute money towards she getting the nails, artificial one that she will feel. Well, if a woman has gotten an accident that her nails cannot grow again, that is a different case. She's got an accident that her lips has cut off, and you are giving her money to go for surgery to get it back. There's no problem with that. Okay? If she's gotten a problem with the hair, the scarf, the hair cannot grow again, she's sick with alopecia, and you have to get her wigs, why not? But these women actually use the artificial things to kill the natural things on them, and you have a man supporting it. Well, it makes her happy. So when you're a weak man, you actually believe in the saying, happy wife, happy home. It's a lie. Because things that women say will make them happy will end up destroying your house, destroy your home. And whenever you allow, and in this case, this man that we've described, in the next 28 minutes, or in the last 28 minutes, this man is not a leader. It is a woman that is leading. If a woman is in your life and all the things that we have listed here apply to you, you are not the leader. You are not leading. She is leading. And I'm telling you, 99% of the time, if you allow a woman to lead you, you go into ditch as a man. Why? Because she goes by her emotions, not her logic. So brothers, please just go through all these things and check yourself. If any of them fit you, please work on yourself. You can get out of it. If you need help, you can email me. You can email me at blacknificentmedia@gmail.com. blacknificentmedia@gmail.com. Soon I'll add the WhatsApp number so that you can get it faster. You understand? And let's get out of these issues, because to be a weak man is a big problem that we all need to avoid. My name is Kwabena Bibini Bema. You can call me DJ Fuad. Thank you for watching.